Hello and welcome to Sports Pitch Podcast, round 22 preview.
It is.
How's your week been so far?
Been a long week.
Dude, it has, eh?
Yeah.
Feels like it's dragging.
It is, especially because we're filming on a Wednesday. We usually film on a Tuesday.
Yeah, that's right.
But I was strapped up to a machine. I looked like a robot. You guys
Yeah,
seen
we
it?
seen the picture.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I was a transformer yesterday.
Yeah, look good.
How'd it go?
Get my results on the 10th of August.
So you just wear that all day, like for like
No.
24 hours on me?
No, they put it on me at like 5 in the afternoon. I had to sleep with it. That wasn't even the extent. I had to put like a piece in my nose that wrapped around my head, and one on my finger, and one on my ankle.
Anything on your butt?
No, nothing.
I don't want to know about it.
Thanks for the concern.
All right, so for those who are wondering, just
Yeah.
start talking.
So pretty much I got sleep apnea. So they strapped me to a sleeping machine to see how dysfunctional I am.
Yeah, and he snores.
I don't snore.
Like
I just,
a truck.
I choke.
Well, yeah, what's he sound like? You want to do us a...
All right, we're not exposing.
No,
Exposing
what
it.
exposed, cuz?
So it's something like... no, that's actually pretty cool, but... It's more.
Yeah, that's when I choke. I'm trying to breathe. Anyway, we're trying to work on that.
I did that pretty well. You gotta admit, I did
That
it
was
pretty
very
well.
good.
Yeah, so that's a work in the progress. But anyway,
One
All
day.
right,
How
what
was
about
your
you?
week?
How's your week been?
Yeah, it's alright. It's like, I agree with you, it's a bit dragging.
too long, man.
I just love when Thursday comes, it's just footy. Then it's back to Monday. So
I
Yeah.
do like Thursdays. It's a good game tomorrow.
Right, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, fly.
go way too
Fly.
quick, eh?
It's going to be a good week of footy.
Yeah, all right. My week's been all right. Been very busy. Thanks for asking.
Hey,
All right, so-
how's your way- so tell us, why are you in the black robe for?
What robe?
I mean, black
Black shirt.
It's a shirt. It's a
Nice.
long sleeve button up. He came
Did you
back.
call that a shirt?
Yeah, it's nice.
Oh, what the people
They
can
can't
say it's a
see.
shirt.
Did you go from a wedding?
Yeah, in a black dish dash. Let me show.
But it looks cool.
It does.
It actually looks good. Brings out the chest and the arms.
That's respect.
That's why I wear it.
I like it.
Anyway, so let's get into it. Broncos v Roosters.
Is your voice gone?
Yeah, my voice is rattled. So I do apologise for people at home, but
If you're
show
sick, please don't be
must
sick.
go on.
No,
I'm
no,
not
not
sick.
sick. He's just been
Alright.
yelling all night.
Athletics can't
So Broncos v Roosters, and it's been cold, like even at work, because I run around a lot.
Oh, it's been freezing.
Bro, it's cold, and like imagine running around
Bro, it
9
sounds like
a.m.
it's getting worse as he's talking.
9 a.m. and I'm running around, I'm breathing in the cold air.
Makes you a bit hoarse.
Yeah, it's not good. But yeah, I don't know, my wife's telling me like she likes the huskiness. So I'll take it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we move on. Broncos versus Roosters. What a game to kick us off, like I was just saying.
It is a good game.
So we'll just talk about Tom Flegler back. He was back. Tom Flegler back.
Not black.
Back. He's not black. He's like he's like the whitest human you can find. But Tom Flegler's back. Reported at the beginning that this injury could have been season. I thought it was season. I've been saying it's season.
You have
but he is back for the Broncos in the starting lineup, and Victor Radley as well back at the Roosters in the lock position. Now that Victor Radley can go one or two ways.
I don't feel like it's a positive for the Roosters.
Yeah, I don't think it's positive either.
Yeah, it can go one or two ways. It can go really good because the Victor Radley of old can be back, or the Victor Radley of 2023 can,
Keep going.
keep going, doing what he's doing.
Yeah, it hasn't been positives this year when he comes back.
No, he hasn't. Like, I feel like he's changed his style, man. I feel like he's scared to get them penalties called
Well, it's
against
that,
him.
and yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, it's more
But
like
him
if I
playing
make
like,
this tackle, I'm done.
I'm
Like,
done, yeah.
but
So,
him doing that seems to force him to make more penalties.
Yeah, but I feel like they look for him now.
yeah, they do.
Like there'll be three people in that tackle. That's a good tackle. It's Rads. Oh,
Yeah,
found
where
him
is he?
straight away.
Either him or Jared.
Yeah.
They've slowed
So
down on
he-
Jared. They've slowed down.
Yeah.
But he's calmed down as well.
Yeah. Yeah, he's the one breaking up scuffles and stuff. I don't know
Yeah,
what's
but-
going on there.
Yeah.
But yeah, like against Melbourne Storm, Radley did give away like 3 penalties, dropped the ball 6 times. I don't know what it was. Nathan Brown looks good at lock, so I'm spewing he's on the bench. I'll put Radley on the bench.
That's what they should have done, I reckon.
Yeah, because we keep saying it. You don't take a player that's performing off.
No,
Yeah.
of course not.
Especially after his last week's performance. You wouldn't think Brown was going to get benched.
No.
But saying that, he can
could
do
be a
the old
rotation.
switcheroo.
Yeah, but I reckon Radley, even off the bench, can bring more impact into the
Yeah,
When
well-
they're tired, he's quick.
Plays quick, play the ball very quick.
He showed it last week, man. He showed it last week. All right, so it's going to be, I reckon, a tight game.
Yeah,
Okay, I don't think it's going to be a Broncos blowout, even though they are one of the top form teams in the competition. Who do you got in this game?
Broncos.
Roosters.
I'm going for an upset.
Yeah?
I am. I said I'm never tipping the Roosters again. I'm feeling it. I retract the line.
Okay.
Take it away.
Table's very naked, but we're not going to fix
Oh,
that.
yes. No,
because-
we have to. Oh, we put them back on. They can see it.
Anyway, you just continue talking.
Yeah, so I think the Roosters, after last week's performance, I think it's what they needed, a performance like that. I know it was against the Titans, but to score 36 unanswered points, I do feel like the Roosters, that could be the kickstart that they need. And I don't know, I believe in them. I feel like they're a very good team.
Look, they showed very big promise that first half of last week, the
Yeah.
Roosters.
Yeah, even the second half, I feel like we did really well. We went over the try line like
A few times.
3-4
yeah.
times. There was just no tries. It's very distracting.
Nah, you focus on you.
But yeah, so I've got Roosters.
We can win, but
I've got Roosters. I feel like if you guys want to do
That's a
something,
big call. That is a big call.
it's huge. But I feel like I don't know, man. I'm just sending it. I feel like they have to win. They really do.
They do, well, this is their season on the line.
They have to. Yeah, these 100%.
yeah, because after we was Broncos, we've still got Tigers and Manly.
And they're two winnable
They're
games.
two winnable games. That's another 4 points.
And that's top 8.
The only thing that is you're going to struggle with is hitting that for and against.
You got to,
no,
like you
that's
said on
gone.
the
That's
podcast,
gone. We can't talk about foreign.
they got to get more points than the teams
And
in
hope
line
the
with them.
teams on top of them lose.
Yeah. So yeah, I think the Roosters get a win in that game, but you know it'll be a massive upset. Move on, Tigers versus Rabbitohs. So Tigers ins, Charlie Staines is back, which pushes Talau out of the team and puts Tupou into the centres.
Okay, that's really bad.
I think that's really bad.
Really bad.
Very
I
bad.
don't rate Charlie Staines at all.
No,
I'm not even talking about Staines here.
What are you talking about?
Tupou.
Tupou into the centres.
the Forbes Ferrari.
But
is that what they call
Talau's
it?
performance last week wasn't the best.
He was
There were so many times that he had unmarked Tupou on his outside and
very
he dumped
big,
him.
very big.
I think it was
hog.
3 times.
In defence, he was all right. I'll give it to him.
Very
In
big hog.
attack, very big hog. And now you've got Charlie Staines, who no one rates. They call him Ferrari.
Forbes Ferrari. Was it?
Ford.
He, like we said earlier, one of the earlier podcasts, 100% he gave himself that nickname.
Oh, how else that?
100%.
Like when this guy gave himself flex. Anyways,
But how is this guy still getting called Ferrari and I'm not getting called Flex?
because we're not sad cunts.
Respect it.
All right. So you got Charlie Staines in a team who no one rates. Then you've moved Tupou from the wing to centre.
Center, yeah.
He can't even defend on the wing. You want to push him centre.
Apparently he's a centre.
Yeah, I couldn't tell. Like honestly.
Yeah, apparently he's a centre.
There's a lot of ins this week. Sorry, what's his name? Luke Brooks is back in this
Yeah,
game
I was going to
also.
bring it up after.
So
But yeah, that's
doesn't go in their favour in any way because they're versing a full strength Rabbitohs
Rabbitohs
side with Latrell
with
back.
Latrell Mitchell back.
But every time we fucking say this bloke is back, he ends
He
up
misses a week.
pulling out the next day.
Well, there's one that I'm going to get to, and I've got a bone to pick with you.
Me?
Yes, you.
Okay.
All right?
When we get
Because
there.
you've ruled this bloke out every episode this season. Oh, he's out for the season. He's out for this. We'll get to it. I'll bring it up.
I was trying to read that, but your handwriting.
Don't talk about handwriting, you, bro.
I'm just saying your
talk
handwriting.
about
It looks like
handwriting.
it says parallel from here.
Which one?
Is it the Dolphins by any chance? Well, that's what I read it on the freaking...
It is the Dolphins. All right, let's get back to this game. So Latrell Mitchell back.
Didn't you read the same thing?
Yeah, I read the same thing.
I read it as well. I read it as well. And we're sitting here back in it. Yeah, he's out. All right, so Latrell Mitchell back for the Rabbitohs. Fucking hopefully he plays. Oh my God. If they're going to rest him against someone,
It would be.
but fuck, this bloke hasn't played since round 13.
It's not even about resting him at this point. He needs to start warming up his legs.
It's literally, it's been nearly 10 rounds where this bloke hasn't played. So, big in for the Rabbitohs if he does play. And I think Charlie Staines weakens the Tigers, if that's possible.
He'll be on the left side, for the Tigers, the left
left
side.
side.
Oh, there you go.
Wakeham got dropped, did he? For Luke Brooks?
Yes.
He's playing with Dane Laurie.
With Dane Laurie in 5'8".
Oh, my
Yeah, I don't understand.
Where he showed a bit of promise against the Dragons, that's all.
Yeah, but it's the Dragons. It's like when a player pops off against the Dogs.
That's my point.
All right, so who do we have?
Oh, Rabbitohs.
Rabbitohs.
Rabbitohs 13, 20 plus.
Yeah, it's going to be easy.
Safe.
All right, Storm versus Eels. So let me get through this because there's a lot of ins for the Storm. A lot of outs for the Storm. Olam, Nelson, Remus Smith, and
Who dropped him,
Tarek
yeah?
Sims.
Hey, who dropped him?
Who got,
Nelson got dropped.
no, Nelson's injured.
Nelson's
Oh, is it?
injured.
Surgery?
Sims is suspended.
Suspended, yeah.
What happened to Oldham?
Olam and Remus Smith, both
I
injured.
think that's just an axe. Oh, yeah.
Injuries, yeah. Both injuries.
Wow.
Nothing major, but both injuries. So they're going to be without their starting centres. Not Torpelodo.
Tomanampia.
Tana
Something like that.
Manapia.
Just a cracker name.
And who's the other one? Seve.
Seve.
They're back in. I don't rate any of them.
Seve is, he's not.
I don't rate any of them.
Tomanampia can,
He's alright.
He's
He's got it in him. He pulls something out of his dick once
but
in
the
a
only
while.
thing I
does
remember
it.
him is that Dragons game. That's it.
He does his job.
Yeah, but yeah, so they're back. You got they're out. Sorry, they're playing in the
I think you
centres.
should go in the middle of it today.
Katoa,
Got his point. Yeah, they go, God.
Katoa. Can you hear me? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Katoa's back for the Storm after being out for a very long time with an injury, but he's playing on the bench. Eels are 1 through 17. Who do we have in this game?
Ooh, this is a rough one because
It is a rough one because of all the
Melbourne
outs.
Melbourne has not been
They
firing.
haven't been playing well.
They need to win this game, but I don't feel like the injuries help. I'm going to tip Para for this one.
What do you got?
Melbourne.
I don't see Melbourne losing two in a
Yeah.
row.
You remember, they still got the spine, bro.
Yeah,
They do still
I don't
have
see
the
them losing
spine,
two in a row. So
but weaknesses on the edges.
I'll go Para. I'll go Storm.
Yeah, because you can't even rate Para's edges.
I'll go Storm because fuck Para.
Yeah, I agree. Fuck Para.
That's why. All right, move on. Raiders versus Knights. So no big ins and outs for the Knights and Raiders. Just pretty straightforward. The Knights on a resurgence. The Raiders, you don't know what Raiders you're going to get. They're still sitting high in the 8. Or they're in the middle of the 8 now. But the Knights are fucking playing unbelievable footy. They really are. This is going to be another test. They had a test against the Storm. They come up against the team way above them and a team they have to catch if they're going to make the 8. Who do we got in this one?
I reckon Knights win comfortably.
I reckon Knights win.
Yeah, Knights.
Bro, the way they played last week, these guys can make the top
And
8.
I don't want to say the Raiders win. I have something against them. I just don't like them.
I love the Raiders.
I think
Yeah,
it's
I
like,
feel like-
I think Sebastian Chris's head
Is that what it
pisses
is?
me off.
Now, for me, they've overachieved, and it burns me.
Yeah, I think they have
overachieved.
as
They've
well.
overachieved, and I'm
definitely.
waiting for them to fall out.
Yeah.
I think they have as well, but I don't know. I love the Raiders, but I do think Knights, man, they're so enjoyable to watch. I've never seen, since Andrew Johns, which was what year did he retire? 2006?
6, yeah, 5 or 6.
Yeah, somewhere there. They have not been entertaining to watch.
No,
Yeah.
they haven't.
And now they're fucking so fun to watch, man, because they go for the throw. My
yeah,
God.
Yeah, and Ponga running directly at that line is scary.
He's not, because he's lost that fear, like that fear of getting hit in the head.
And I love it. Love watching it.
Yeah, but again, like we said on the podcast, he's due for a fucking head knock.
Bro, everyone at work saying it, I swear to God.
He's fucking
He's
due.
due for HIA.
He's
He's got it
due.
marked on his calendar.
All right,
It's coming up.
It's coming
The big X.
against the Dogs in a couple of weeks.
It's going to be over 6-0.
Nah, it can't be.
Well,
We'll talk about it when that comes. All right, Dragons versus Manly. So Josh Aloy out, Paseka out with that injury that he copped. Now the big thing here is DCE plays his 300th game for Manly, which is a massive achievement for a player who, in his career has been a lot of ups and downs, hated by all of Queensland, then took the worst Queensland team of all time
it's a victory.
to a victory, beloved by Queensland now.
Oh, they love him. And
They love him.
And this season he has been a red hot.
He's been amazing, right? Becomes the first ever player, interestingly enough, play 300 games all in the same position.
He hasn't,
First ever player.
hasn't switched up, huh?
Never ever moved. He's played his first game at halfback. 300 games
He
later.
will play his last game. But
It was more than his last year, but he's
I'm saying
300.
he will.
Yeah, but he's 300th at halfback. First ever player to do that, which is fucking incredible.
That's crazy.
At half.
That's crazy.
Crazy. All right, so Dragons are 1 through 17. No big ins and outs. Who do we see winning this game?
I reckon Cherry Evans can go fuck himself on his 300th. The Dragons win.
I reckon Cherry Evans on 300 is going to fuck the Dragons. Manly to win.
Manly. If it wasn't for the 300th, maybe Dragons.
It's very rare to see a player win his 300th game.
Or Wayne Bennett won his one.
Wayne Bennett, yeah, but
800th game, whatever the fuck.
yeah, it was like his 3,000.
Croker lost his. Ben Hunt lost
Johnson
his.
won his. I don't know if it was
No,
300.
it wasn't
but-
300.
It's very rare to see a player win his 300th game. So,
Well, he's got a fucking.
but Cherry Evans, if he comes out to play for his 300th
He's
game,
going to come out.
well,
Is
He's
it
gonna
is
come
it
out to
points?
4 points.
Is that
No,
points?
it's not in Manly.
Oh, there you go. We win easy, comfortably.
Put your house on it. All right. So Panthers Sharks. Sharks. Oh my god. I'm looking at his. So we move on to Panthers versus Sharks. Spencer Leniu is out for the Panthers. Delphinukin is out for the Sharks with a torn bicep.
Bicep,
That's
yes.
bicep with a P.
I once thought bicep spelled with T.
Yeah, funnily enough, I did as well.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's cause you're an idiot. All right, so yeah, big loss for the Sharks. Out for the
I think it's
season.
worse. They can't just.
He's
Catch a
one.
break.
He's
It's good to see. Fucking, I hate watching them win anyway.
I can't say.
Obviously, Dale Finucane. I'm gonna jump across the table.
I like Dale Finucane.
It's
Jail.
it's a massive out. It's a massive out. What's going on, bro? I've got no voice. This guy doesn't know how to speak.
That machine's done something. I'm telling you.
I like Dale Finucane.
All right, so it's a massive out. Like they're in need right now of a cool head, experience, especially in that forward pack. He's out, bro. Like a lot of their leaders are falling.
They should put you there.
What am I
That
gonna do?
horse voice.
Hey, LCC, bro.
What am I here for? Oath.
LCC.
Present.
Oath, brother. All right.
Good old LCC shorts.
Yeah, still
A
got
lot
him.
of stories in those ones.
Yeah, not camera worthy, eh?
We've got to share that with the people at home one day.
Yeah, one day.
Not today. All right, so yeah, Dale Finucane out for the season with a torn bicep. Massive out, like I just said. A lot of experience. Gets bad from bad to worse. All right. What's
Our
from
English
bad to
today,
worse?
our English
From
today
bad.
is horrendous.
Because I got to like focus on all my letters.
Can
for
you
them
tell
all
that
to
it's
come out.
11 p.m.? No one knows how to talk anymore.
So yeah, who do we got in this one?
Oh, even with Dale Finucane, they're Penrith.
Yeah, I think Panthers easy, man. The Sharks.
Yeah, Penrith easy.
The Sharks are just.
No, I don't think it'll be a big score like that.
No,
I
I
think
think
it's
they're
gonna be.
pumping, man.
No, I
Honestly, think they're pumping.
No, they'll comfortably win.
I think easy.
I feel
Even
like Sharks
Spencer
will do
Linu
well.
makes no difference. They play him like 20 minutes anyway.
Yeah, don't know.
They can bring anyone there to fill that role.
Yeah, but he comes on mad impact. Impact.
With a T.
Half my word disappeared. Impact.
He's only got a breath to score, bro.
Bro, it's bad. All right, move on. Bulldogs versus Dolphins. And let's go through this list.
There's a cracker on
A
it.
lot of
Braden
ends, man.
Burns in. Jacob Preston in because apparently he had a flu.
Dropped, anyway.
Let the man be sick. Sure, you call sick.
No, he got dropped.
Kaz, Preston, like I said on a podcast, will play with one leg. The guy has a flu.
I told you why
Bullshit.
he dropped him.
Why? Because he's going too good.
Yes. You can't
You're-
be this good in this
He
side.
sat down like
Why?
21 hit ups. You ran for 150 meters. You scored it. What the fuck is wrong with you? That's what he said to him.
Next
Go to
week
the
you're going to fucking
Go to
sit
reserve
down.
grade.
It would be pretty funny if he actually does his shit, like doesn't do anything. Well, it'll be funny.
What, this game?
Imagine he
game.
comes out and just does nothing.
Free hit up.
Posters.
Yeah, and then you see fucking, what's it
You
called?
see Sirada in the box? Yeah.
Serrada. Clapping it off.
That's my boy.
That's it.
Names
That's what
him
I wanna
captain
see.
next week.
All right, so Josh Addo-Carr back. Toby Sexton back. Kickout. Fucking Kickout. I forgot he played for us, the fucking mop head. He's back for the
This is
Dogs.
blonde.
No, because he's got the curly fucking, I don't know
Yeah,
what
he's
that
blonde.
is, bro. Get a haircut.
My mop looks a bit like his head.
Liam Knight making his debut, so he's named on the reserves, but he should get a spot in the on the bench.
Which word did you hear him say wrong?
Debut?
I heard sport.
Okay. No, I didn't hear anything. I was just going to guess there.
Guys, let me flow. Let me cook, as they say.
Sport.
Sports, okay?
Sport.
Now, here we go. This is what I was talking to you about. Tessin you back for the Dolphins on the wing, and Jerry Marshall King back for the Dolphins.
Just rest him.
Guys,
Rest him.
how's he playing?
Just rest him.
Guys,
man.
I've read 3 times this season. 3 times. 3 different articles.
That is out for the
That
season.
is out for the season.
Yeah.
Because I think he's died and came back.
I swear to God.
He's
what's
done everything.
happening?
They have rubbed him. Rubbed him.
Yes.
It's not just not working out today. They have rubbed him. Rubbed him.
Why would you say the same thing?
They have rubbed him with that magic sponge, and they keep throwing him back in. Just let him rest. At this
What are we
point.
going to say next week when we're scrolling through social media? JMK out for the season. Watch.
Well, he's gonna.
I
Oh, he
reckon he
done
plays-
his bicep this
Hey,
week or his
he
shoulder.
plays
or
half
whatever.
an hour this week. Watch.
I
He's
don't
gonna
know,
do
bro.
something.
And he walks off like this again.
Why does he keep tearing his nipples? What is it?
Was it a shoulder? And then now
Is it a pec? I don't know what it is. Like, just let him rest for another couple of weeks.
I
The
don't know.
season's nearly over. Just let him go.
I don't know
they
what
need
it
to
is.
win, bro. They need to win the rest of the game.
Yeah, they need to win because they're in a rut. Saying that, we're in fucking more than a rut.
We're in a rut.
Yeah.
Bro.
What's wrong with that?
It's just it's that time of the
What's
day.
wrong with you? You got a problem with me today?
Hey,
He comes in, talks about my clothes, talks about how I'm talking.
is there something you need to sort out?
I don't know, cuz. I thought we were sweet.
Go rub it out or something.
This guy, bro, gets a new cat, thinks it's better than everyone.
Yeah, I know, bro.
Anyway,
Relax.
Fuck that
what's
cat.
your cat's name, by the way?
A boo-boo.
No, you didn't.
The monkey from Aladdin. My son calls him a...
That's your mum's cat.
Yeah,
What's your
but
captain?
my son took that name and put it on him. So I'm like,
No,
okay.
yeah,
Or just stuck it
it's
on
gotta
him, did he?
No.
All right.
Just
I
name
thought
tag,
you
name
named
tag.
it. What the fuck?
Abubu.
All right.
What's his actual name, the monkey in the letter? It's not Abubu, is it?
Abubu. Abubu. That's not Abubu, eh?
I don't know, but that's what it called.
Abu. It's
Well,
Abu.
It's Abu,
It's
yeah.
Abu.
Abu.
Let the
It's Abu.
producer work her magic.
It's Abu.
It's
Continue on.
Abu. I know. Go.
Riveting conversation. Abu. Okay, yes.
Riveting
What? The
content.
Shetty?
It's literally Abu.
Abu.
Oh,
Abuka.
she gave me first name.
This is riveting content.
Yeah, it's fantastic. How aren't you sharing? How are our million subscribers right now?
I know. Share it with your
Fuck
The
fucking
only
that
thing
friends.
we're
sets
missing
us
is some
up so bad.
caviar, bro. That's what we're missing. I have no idea. What
Bulldogs, Dolphins. All right, let's go back to it.
We'll just let it slide.
Yeah, so James K's back. Who do we think wins this game? We are both in shit form.
Surely the Bulldogs can't lose this one.
With the team we've named, bro, we have to win.
I'm tipping Bulldogs. I'm not joking.
We have
I'm
to
I'm
win.
tipping Bulldogs as well.
Like, my God. But watch, Tessie New's going to... I mean, not Tessie New. What's the other winger's name?
Sako.
Sarko's going to pump us,
He is,
right? We have shit edge defense. What's his name?
But if he has Tafari playing inside,
That's what I'm... Bro, like, there's such
I
a
feel like Tafari's gonna
target
score.
there.
Is he named?
Yes, in the centres.
he doesn't pass. Nothing.
Who's going to take him?
Avarilla's our fullback. Perham's out. That was
That's already a win.
the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Played him for a week. Why? Why'd you bring him back?
Just let him warm up.
But we had
a
no
bit.
injuries.
Just in case,
Okay, you needed a forward, and Reid Money was perfect.
Yeah,
Put your
played
head
him a
gear
lock.
and go run at Greg
Played
England.
him a
Apparently
lock.
he was sick.
Reid Money.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're sick, so why don't we
So why are
play
you playing
you?
prop then?
What? No, played him at lock, cuz. Why
A
don't we
lock.
play you in the centre of the field where at dummy half you're making tackles and you're running behind the ruck and passing the ball. But now you're running the ball up for hit-ups. Twice, by the way, he surrendered because he ran behind his own player. He's trained there all week. What the fuck do you do in training?
What
Make
do
him
they- well,
start.
they just get injured in training. That's what the Dogs been doing these days.
Listen,
Most of your players got injured in training.
we can go in depth about that, but I don't think we
We have time.
we have time tonight. But I'll do it on the podcast. We'll talk about it more in depth about the Bulldogs training methods. Because Seraldo came out and he said something, and I'm like,
Fuck.
I like that.
What?
I like what he said. I like what he said. He goes, this intensity. He goes, it was way more intense in Penrith, at Penrith.
He buttered you up like a
Well,
fucking croissant.
Well, I'm buttered up, baby. All right? He's got me. He's ready to...
Well, I don't know what he said. The intensity.
Swallowing
This
hot.
is harder than Penrith.
The intensity at Penrith is a lot higher.
Bulldogs is a lot higher than Penrith?
No, at Penrith.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a lot higher. He goes, where's this we're training too hard coming from? And then apparently for Tyler Mariner, he's come out and complained about it.
But they don't know if it's his complaints or if
Oh.
it's the players complaining to him and him bringing it to Soraka.
The manager. So, or he's complained to his manager and the manager's gone told it to Seraldo.
No.
That's what I read.
They said that they don't know if it's him complaining as a captain or if it's the
Players
complaining
complaining?
to him as the captain.
What
and
I
him
heard-
going to take that to Soraka.
What I heard was Seraldo, what's it called? Not Jerry Marshall King. Raymond Tyler Mariner told the coach. Oh, not the coach, sorry, told his manager, and his manager spoke to Seraldo.
So what I'm getting right now is that the Bulldogs are a bunch of soft cocks.
Yes. Apparently the only ones that agree with everything that he's doing,
Other Penrith players.
Josh Adokar, Matt Burton, this was on NRL 360, I heard it.
Kick out.
Matt Burton, Kikau, who was one of the players that got injured at training, and a few more. Tavita Pengai's one of them. But I don't know, it's the players that have won comps that are standing up for him,
Yeah, but
which is weird.
But I feel like the rest of the locker room is just giving up on him.
Well, that's why the exodus that's happening. Fuck, we're linked with everyone and their mums.
Yeah, literally.
So, yeah, anyway. So we've all got Bulldogs for that game, which is,
Yeah.
fuck, that's a shock. All right, move on. Tigers, Cowboys. 1 through 17. Titans and Cowboys. Who do we have?
Yes. I couldn't be bothered because you're
What
going,
was
what are you
it?
saying that for?
What did I say?
He's the Tigers.
Yeah.
Tigers, Cowboys. You should have corrected me on that
What,
one.
what are you saying that for?
I said, if I said Tigers, completely
But then you
wrong team.
fixed it. There's 1 to 17 Titans.
Titans, not Tigers. Titans. Titans, Cowboys. 1 through 17. Who do we have in that game?
Cowboys easy.
I think
Easily.
Cowboys.
Yeah, Cowboys, Drinkwater popping off this game.
All of them are killing it. Literally.
If
Their whole
Teddy,
back
if
line's
Teddy could score
fucking
130
popping
on Supercoach, Drinkwater scoring 220.
260. Double it. Break the record. All right. So
What is the record?
and the Warriors have the bye.
What is the record?
240.
With
Turbo.
no captaincy.
Tommy, no captaincy. Yeah.
Fucked.
240, 220, something like that. So and Warriors have the bye. Fucking up the Waz.
So they've won.
Up the fucking
We're
Waz.
fucking getting that
So,
jersey, baby.
so we need Sharks to win, and we need Roosters to win.
Well, it doesn't really matter because they're in third right now. All I want is the Warriors top 4 finish.
Top
I
two,
don't know.
baby.
We
We're
want-
getting that jersey,
We
baby.
want minor premiership. That's all we want.
I'd
You're
love
just
that.
setting it too low.
I'd love that, but it's not
Reach
gonna
for the
happen.
stars.
I want them to have a home final.
I
I
want
want
that.
that
That's all I
top
want.
two.
Reach for the stars.
That's
number
all I
one.
want. Like we've said a million times on this podcast, if a team fucking deserves it, it's the fucking Warriors.
But
Straight
I
out.
want top two. I want.
I'd
top
love it. I'd love a minor.
Because if Penrith and Broncos lose, Warriors they run home. We've all spoken about it. It's a pretty decent run. They can come first. I want that. I need
love
two.
that.
Bit hard.
I'd love that because
I
that means they
crave-
need
Well, but
they need
Panthers
Broncos.
and Broncos don't have an easy run.
No, but they're fucking popping off.
Well,
they need them
you
to drop a lot
will
of
do
points.
them a favour.
we need to
tomorrow
beat
night.
Broncos. Yeah,
You do them a favour tomorrow night, and they have the bye, so they'll only be 2 points behind the Broncos.
that's exactly right.
And if they lose next week, the Broncos,
But
and
Broncos
they
do
win,
have a bye as well.
that's top
so.
two right there, baby.
Yeah, Broncos do have a boy coming as well.
Fuck
So
them.
yeah. Quickly, just talk about who the Bulldogs are linked with. It's just dropped out of nowhere. Taff Salmon. Apparently, they're complete.
Jamin.
Jamin Salmon
They've signed them for 250k each.
Yep.
Apparently.
for 2 years each. All right, Takeaho apparently complete. Nothing's been made official, but Takeaho's apparently complete, which I fucking love that signing. The only thing is, he's old, but if he comes back and plays the way he did with the Roosters, I'll fucking take him in a heartbeat.
He's 31. He's not that old.
Yeah, 31, 32. And then we're linked with Payne Haas, Tino, Connor Watson, and this is all after Liam Knight signed.
Talk about that sombrero,
No,
mate.
it's not a sombrero. I don't know. What's bigger than a sombrero?
Maybe he's have a magic hat. You just keep putting your
That's
hand
what it
in
is.
there.
Thank you. We've got a
Pull
magic
that.
hat, bro.
What happened?
I don't
Magician
fucking know.
They're selling
I
drugs
know.
on the side, bro.
I don't know what's going on.
Gaskell's got
But
a
saying
man
that,
running-
hey, straight out, who out of them that I just read, we go, fuck yeah, other than Tino and Payne Haas?
Maybe Connor Watson. Not even a fuck yeah.
I don't mind it, but I'm like, why are we getting Connor Watson if we just got Takaha? Because if I want Connor Watson, I want him at lock.
No,
They're all
why?
most of them are second-tier players or getting old.
No, why is he linked with? Why are they linked with Taff if Crichton's playing fullback?
Well, I read today that apparently there was never any talks with Crichton about being fullback.
So this whole time
It's
he was
not
a
in
centre.
it's not in
Thank
his
you.
contract.
The whole time we said centre, everyone, oh, it's fullback.
So they're paying a centre over.
You.
Thank you.
They're paying
Huh?
a centre over.
Does that
right
make
now.
sense to you? Why would you pay
It doesn't
a
make
centre
sense,
that
but I
much
always
money?
say he's not going to play fullback.
Why would you pay that much money for a centre?
Because he's a flops.
Gaskell
Ha!
came out today and said it was never in his contract. The talks of fullback.
Oh,
He said he'll play.
Watch
hooker
come
if he
round
wanted
one.
to.
Watch come round one. He's playing fullback. You know what they told us in the whole preseason? Who was our fullback? Avrilo. Round one. Perham.
Yeah.
Get out of here. All right. So that's the preview. If you haven't watched the podcast already, go to our channel and make sure you watch that. Follow our socials in the description below, and we shall see you next week. Peace.